So let's start to the class. We are discussing per unit system in the previous class. Okay. We were discussing per unit system in the previous class. Okay. So just try to share this screen and then we will continue our discussion. Okay. So in the previous class, in the per unit system of the transformer, we already derived the base impedance value of the LV side and HV side. Okay. Base impedance value of the LV side and HV side, that is equal to Z base value equal to rated voltage of the HV side whole square, that means kilovolt base ka whole square divided by MVA, and similarly the per unit resistance, reactance and impedance value is equal to the actual value of the high voltage side resistance, reactance and impedance value divided by base value of the HV side. Okay, so we can find out the per unit resistance, reactance and impedance value on the HV side. Similarly, we just find the base value of low voltage side. Just find the base value of the low voltage side, and then we can find out resistance, leakage, reactance value, impedance value in per unit. That means the resistance, reactance and impedance in ohm divided by actual value, that means base value in ohm. Okay, so after that we just try to continue our discussion on the per unit system. Okay, so after that, if you want to find out the per unit voltage on the HV side, okay, per unit rated voltage on the HV side, तो क्या होगा, पर यूनिट रेटेड वोल्टेज ऑन द एचवी साइड इक्वल टू हम लोग कितना लिख सकते हैं, पर यूनिट rated voltage on the HV side equal to, according to the definition of the per unit, the quantity in any unit, actual quantity in any unit divided by base value in the same unit. Okay, so if you want to find out the per unit rated voltage on the HV side is equal to rated voltage on the HV side divided by base value of the HV side. So rated voltage of the HV side, and when we choose base voltage of HV side is already, I have explained that whenever we choose base value, that is we try to choose maximum or highest value of that side or that device. Okay, so base value and rated voltage on the HV side are equal. So these two is cancelled out to each other, so that is equal to per unit rated voltage on the HV side equal to 1. Similarly, the per unit rated current on the HV side is equal to, हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे, rated current of the HV side divided by base current of the HV side. Okay, so these two is cancel out to each other, since both the value are same, rated current of the HV side and base current of the HV side. So this is also 1. So we can conclude from these 2 points. That means the per unit value of the rated quantity of the device is equal to 0. Okay, the per unit value of the rated quantity of the device is equal to 0. So ZEL per unit equal to, next हम लोग, if you want to express low voltage side impedance in per unit, then we can just write ZEL in ohm divided by Z base value in low voltage side in ohm. Okay, this is the per unit definition for the Z impedance value. Okay, that means Z represents your impedance. Okay, so if we multiply here IBL in numerator and denominator, so ZEL into IBL, we can say that means voltage drop across the equivalent impedance of the low voltage side divided by ZPL into IBL is equal to base voltage of the low voltage side. Is it not? ZBL into IBL is equal to nothing but voltage, base voltage of the low voltage side. Okay. So we can say that if the per unit value of the equivalent leakage impedance given to you either in low voltage side or in high voltage side gives the information about the leakage impedance drop on LV or HV side. Is it not? We can say that the per unit value of the equivalent leakage impedance, equivalent leak, equivalent leakage impedance, either low voltage side or high voltage side, gives the information about the leakage impedance drop on LV or HV side. Okay. So next point we can just conclude here. Suppose REL, we want to write REL in per unit. Okay. REL, that means resistance of the low voltage side, well, resistance of the low voltage side in per unit. Okay. So REL in per unit, REL in per unit, just we can write here REL REL EL in per unit equal to REL in ohm divided by base value of ohm, base impedance value in ohm. So REL in per unit, that means in per unit is equal to REL in ohm divided by base impedance in low voltage side in ohm. Okay, so REL in ohm, REL in ohm divided by base impedance of low voltage side. Okay, base equivalent impedance, that means EL, sorry, BL in ohm. Okay, if you multiply here in numerator and denominator by I square BL, then just simplify this equation, we will get some specific result that will be note down. So just if you multiply by IBL square in numerator and denominator, so REL into IBL into IBL into IBL divided by ZBL into IBL into IBL. Okay. So IBL BL divided by ZBL into IBL. So BL into IBL BL. Okay. So just numerator part is equal to IBL square IBL square into REL, and here again we need to multiply by IBL. Okay. So multiply this one by IBL. So IBL. Okay. BL. So this one is your again voltage of base voltage of low voltage side into multiply by the base current of the low voltage side. So this one we can write here rated volt ampere. Okay. So in numerator part we can write I square BL into REL. So I square BL into REL is your ohmic losses at low voltage side. So I square BL into REL is equal to ohmic losses along the low voltage side. Okay. So ohmic losses, that means IBL square into REL into REL is equal to ohmic losses, and this one impedance into current equal to base voltage along the low voltage side. Okay. So base voltage along the low voltage side into IBL. So voltage into current is equal to volt ampere. Okay. So into IBL into IBL V1. इसको हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं? Ohmic losses at rated current divided by rated volt ampere. Okay. So ohmic losses at rated current, ohmic losses at rated ohmic losses at rated current divided by rated volt ampere. Okay. So if you given that leakage impedance drop either LV side or HV side, that is equal in per unit. So if you multiply by the total KVA rating, that will equal to the ohmic losses of the transformer. Okay. So this point also we note down here. That means note down. So the per unit value of REH, the per unit value, the per unit value, the per unit value REH or REL, REH REL or REH, REH gives the information about the ohmic losses, gives the information about the ohmic or resistance losses, about the ohmic or resistance losses, at rated current of the at rated current occurring of the transformer, okay, of the transformer, okay. So we already discussed here 3 points related to the per unit system, okay. That means rated per unit rated voltage and per unit rated current. That means the per unit value of the rated quantity of the device is equal to 1, and the per unit value of the impedance, that means gives the information of voltage drop across the impedance, either the low voltage side or high voltage side, okay. And the per unit resistance value gives the ohmic losses of REL or REH, that means ohmic losses or resistance losses that is occur at the rated current of the transformer, okay. Suppose that we already just derive the value of impedance in per unit, okay. So impedance in per unit, if the base value changes, then how we can find out the new per unit value, okay. New per unit value, that means particular base value you already provided the Z per unit value and MVA rating and kilovolt rating. So if change the base value, then how we can find out the new per unit value of the impedance, okay. So just try to see here, Z what is equal to impedance value in per unit. So impedance value in per unit equal to impedance in ohm divided by base value in ohm. The base value in ohm is equal to kilovolt base ka whole square divided by MVA. So just we can write here Z per unit value, Z per unit value equal to Z in ohm divided by base value in ohm. So Z in ohm that value in ohm divided by base impedance value in ohm. So base impedance value in ohm, base impedance value in ohm. So base impedance value in ohm is equal to, we already derived that kilovolt whole square base value into MVA at base value. Okay. So if you put the value of base impedance here, then we can just write here, that means Z in ohm, that means Z in ohm divided into Z in ohm into MVA of base value, that means MVA at base value, that means B, divided by kilovolt base value of whole square. Okay, so kilovolt square divided by base kilovolt. Okay, so kilovolt. That means if Z per unit old value equal to Z in ohm into MVA base old value divided by kilovolt base old value. Okay, and similarly write for the new impedance value in per unit. That means Z per unit old, that means right here the Z impedance of the old and new value, and then just divide, and you from that equation find out the value of Z impedance value of new. Okay, so Z per unit value old, that means Z per unit value of old, per unit value of old equal to Z in ohm equal to Z in ohm into MVA base of old into MVA base of old MVA base of old value into old value divided by kilovolt का whole square base value old. Okay, so kilovolt whole square, that means kilovolt whole square into old, that means old. Similarly, we can write the per unit value of the new. Okay, per unit impedance value in per unit for new. That means Z per unit new. Okay. So new per unit value of impedance equal to Z per unit new, that means Z per unit new equal to new equal to Z in ohm into Z in ohm, that means in ohm into MVA base new divided by kilovolt base new. Okay, so into MVA base new, MVA base new into base new divided by kilovolt whole square base new. Okay, so kilovolt whole square is kilovolt whole square base new. Okay, so whole square is value of new. Okay, so new. Okay. So how we can find out the impedance value in per unit of new? We already have the value of Z per unit in old, that means Z in MVA old divided by kilovolt base old, and if you new base MVA and new kilovolt base are given to you, then you just find out the Z per unit impedance value in new. If you divide this equation by this equation, then we can write here Z per unit new divided by Z per unit old equal to Z per unit new divided by Z per unit old. Okay, so Z per unit new, right? That means from here, yeah. So if you divide this equation by this equation, we can write Z per unit new divided by Z per unit old, and in the right side is divided by this one. So Z will be cancelled out. So just try to write this equation and find out the value of Z per unit new. Okay. So Z per unit new divided by Z per unit old. Z per unit new, Z per unit new divided by Z per unit old. New divided by Z per unit old. So Z per unit old. Z per unit old. Old equal to Z into MVA base new divided by kilovolt base new divided by Z into MVA base old divided by kilovolt base old. So this value of Z and Z is cancelled out. So we can just write here MVA base new divided by MVA base old. That means MVA base new MVA base new base new divided by MVA base old divided by MVA base old MVA base old. Okay. Base old into kilovolt base old divided by kilovolt base new whole square. Okay. So into kilovolt base old kilovolt base old whole square divided by kilovolt base new whole square. Okay. So base old whole square divided by kilovolt base new whole square. Okay. So kilovolt base new whole square. Okay. Base new whole square. Whole square. Okay. So from here we can write the value of Z per unit new equal to Z per unit old into this one. Okay. So Z per unit new equal to Z per unit old Z per unit new equal to Z per unit old equal to Z per unit old Z per unit old into MVA new divided by MVA base old. So MVA base new . MVA base new divided by MVA base old base new divided by MVA base old MVA base old into kilovolt base old whole square divided by kilovolt base new whole square. Okay, so into kilovolt base old kilovolt base old whole square divided by base old whole square divided by kilovolt base new whole square. Okay. Divided by kilovolt base new whole square. Kilovolt base new whole square. Whole square. Okay. So this is your final value of the G impedance in per unit of nu. Okay. That means impedance per unit nu equal to impedance per unit old into MVA base new divided by MVA base old into kilovolt base old divided by kilovolt base new. Okay. Whole square. So we can just solve the problem based on the per unit calculation. Let's try to solve. If you use this formula, that means Z per unit new, and how we can just find out the per unit resistance either in LV side or HV side of the transformer. Okay, so few problems we will discuss in the next class based on this per unit calculation. Okay, so just try to practice some problem. Okay. So this is the all about of the per unit system of the single phase transformer. That means Z per unit resistance, impedance, reactance either in LV side or HV side, or that means some base value changes, then we can find out the new impedance value that is equal to Z per unit old into MVA base new into MVA base old into kilovolt base old divided by kilovolt base new. Okay, so just try to solve some problem based on this. Okay, okay. So we can stop here today, and few problems we will discuss in the next class. Okay. Okay, so we stop here.